Hi, Steve Ward here with Mercedes-Benz of Linden. Want to show off another great product today, part of the Mercedes-Benz line just introduced in 2015. This is the new GLA. As you can see here, we've got a great selection, including a couple of the AMG models. Beautiful, beautiful cars. If you hadn't had a chance to come down and explore the ins and outs of this fantastic car, I invite you down, take one for a test drive, located down here in Utah County at exit 273. Now, the one I want to point out today and highlight, we're going to post it up here on eBay here shortly, but it'll be here available at the dealership for your review, is this beautiful South Seas Blue. Now, the reason I wanted to highlight this is, we see a lot of grays, we see a lot of blacks and whites, but look at this color. It pops, it's awesome. I would love to see Mercedes-Benz doing more colors like this in some of the other models where we're getting a little bit more diversity. You can see we've got the panel roof, lighting package, and the lighter interior. So let's jump in and check it out. You can see here we've got sport package up front. We can tell if I look over here at the silver one, you can see that the air dams are either non-existent there or they're very short. Where here we've got these long air dams. This is a 2-liter turbocharged engine, producing 208 horsepower. It is a blast to drive. Shares the same platform as the CLA. One of the nice features about the vehicle is it comes standard not only with this great roof rail up top here, but it does, as you can see, I activated that rear hatch automatically from the key fob, and so we can get automatic opening and closing of this tailgate automatically without as a standard feature. You can see we've got plenty of room in here. We can take the privacy shade out. Got a pass-through door here. These seats do fold down, giving you a little extra room. Now, also note that I'm 6'3", so I'm a tall guy, and I'm going to be able to fit in this vehicle no problem. It's got lots of room, even though this is our smallest vehicle that we offer. It is very roomy, very comfortable. I can sit in the back seat as well. Note here we've got keyless entry. Put my hand behind here, it's going to open up. I put my thumb on the handle, it's going to lock. Right here you can see we've got a nice two-tone contrasting colors. I love the fact that we've got dark carpet on the bottom, and then the nice light seating and headliner. It's just easier to keep clean, especially here in Utah, where we'll have some winter months. Note also right here I've got the push-button start. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. I had the chance to drive this for the very first time back in Denver last year, just before the launch date, and I was so impressed with the vehicle. I think my first reaction was, hey, it drives like a Benz. For some reason, when Mercedes-Benz comes out with a vehicle that starts at $33,000, everybody thinks, oh, well, it must be cheaper. They've cut corners. Well, when you drive this car, I think you'll agree with me that it is very, very much a Mercedes-Benz. Now, when we look inside here, one of the very first things you're going to see is the screen. Now, in all of these later models with Mercedes-Benz, they're popping these screens out and up. In fact, if you look at the top edge of this, it's the same height as the hood. Now, the reason they're doing this is not to make it look like there's a big iPad on here, but it's because it's safer. Now, if I'm driving down the road, I can look at the road out of my peripheral vision while I'm kind of looking at this, or I can look at this vice versa, and the road and or the screen out of my peripheral vision. That makes it safer. They also don't do a touch screen when I'm touching on the icons here, because again, they feel like you're taking your eyes off the road. So everything is controlled with this command controller, meaning this is the command system. This is the command controller. It's like a little joystick, and as I manipulate it around here, I can go up and down to different levels here. There's actually three different tiers here, and then I can select and pick what I want to look at. This one does not have the full navigation system or multimedia package. If so, it would have this bezel would be smaller and would have a larger screen in here. The exterior dimensions would be the same. I do have the option, if you can see here, I go to navigation, that I could put a module in here. It's got a little SD card you can plug in and get some maps. Down here we got dual zone climate control because this vehicle has P1 package. You want to make sure if you're looking at these, if it doesn't have P1 package, that it's got the other options that you want, because you can get this car loaded with all the other options without P1. And so this P1 gives us dual zone climate control. It gives us the garage door openers here, and you got the other features such as the heated seats that are going to be part of that P1 package. Now you've noticed right up here we've also got blind spot assist, which is that triangle. And if I scan to the other side, you can see the triangle over there. Right now it's lit up orange, telling us that we're ready to go. And as I start to drive off, it will go out. And then if people are coming up here under my blind spot, that will turn red. If I turn on my blinker when it's red, alarm will sound to warn us that there's somebody there. I love the retro gauges here, very reminiscent of the original SLS supercar. You can turn them turn them one way or the other to get the airflow to come out, but they look fantastic. I love the aluminum trim in this. It looks very European. The steering wheel is fantastic. It's very ergonomic in its design. Another really cool feature is we've got paddle shifting, because this car has a true dual clutch transmission. Shifts very fast. And speaking of the SLS and the new GTS, those are the only other cars that we offer that have, well, besides the CLA that shares this platform, that has the dual clutch transmission, and it is a riot to drive. It's one of these cars you can feel you could just drive it hard all day long and still get great fuel mileage. The seats are comfortable. Be happy to share any additional information that you would like to have, or if you'd like to Skype or FaceTime and get some more information on this vehicle. Remember, we do have financing here at the dealership. We can make your purchase very easy. I just push this button here to put it into park. Another really cool safety feature is if I'm in drive here and I open up my door here, notice it goes back to park. So that's a nice feature. Another thing I want to point out before we jump out is this all glass top. And then that'll open up for the sunroof. We can vent it as well, but it gives you a nice open, airy feeling. That's another thing that's nice about the interior color here, is that it gives a nice feel of being really open. Now, also one more thing before I get out, I wanted to just show you that I still got, plenty of headroom here. And again, I'm 6'3". If you're local, come down, join us, take it for a ride. Any of our professionals will be happy to show you around the dealership and introduce you to this fantastic product and our other fine products here at the dealership. If you're looking at this on our YouTube site or some of our other third-party sites around the internet, please feel free to ask more questions, get some information. Of course, Steve Ward and Jesse Green can help you with the eBay site. And again, if you're calling in from those third-party sites, 801-222-4400 is the direct number to our dealership. We'd be happy. Our professionals here are trained to make your experience a great one. Fantastic new design, new body. And I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at what you're getting. For the same price, you could have a Honda or a Toyota RAV4 or something like that. Might as well get the car that was invented by the people who invented the first automobile in 1886. Carl Benz. Come down, take it for a ride. It's brand new 2015 GLA 250.